Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brave Fencer Musashi commentary. Off screen, I did miss a treasure chest in the Frozen Palace. I went to go get that because, for some odd reason, I don't know, maybe this is just a difference in culture and humor and all that sort of thing. A couple of items you can find inside of the Frozen Palace are Ben's underwears, Ed's underwear, and you get something also called the tea hanky, which belongs to Topo. And it says it's a handkerchief. I don't buy that. I'm thinking it's a pair of panties. Uh, because her dirt perverts are funny.
Probably.
And you can take those you appraise those items because at first Musashi thinks they're just like pieces of cloth.
That's
But
that's a thing that Three Houses makes a joke about at one point, where Dorothea loses what she describes as a piece of cloth, and she's looking for it. And depending on whether you're a female Byleth or male Byleth, she will respond differently if you offer to help her find it yourself.
I see. Well, another thing, what I believe it's a pair of panties because Musashi looks at the items at first, thinks they're a pair of cloth, but you appraise them yourself, and you eventually you find out that they're underwear, except for the hanky. You can take those items to sell them to the appraiser. The appraiser only gives you like $10 for the undies, but he pays $2,000 for Topo's handkerchief, which makes me think pervert. And
Is Topo a
it's like-
girl?
Topo's a girl. Yes.
Okay, yeah, then probably.
It's probably they're likely panties.
Yeah, that's another Japanese thing. Like, for some reason, perverts in Japanese anime are crazy specifically about panties all the time.
I mean, the rise of the internet has proven that everybody has a fetish, and that one's honestly not that weird.
Relatively tame.
Yeah, but it's like they care more about the panties than the girl who is wearing it. I don't get it. Come on.
Well,
Look,
they know they can't get the girl, so
That yeah, okay, maybe.
that's fair. Sad, but fair.
But it's an extraordinarily common trope in anime.
Right.
Uh,
We're done with the Frozen Palace, but everything seems to be a little down and depressing over at the village. Even the background music is sad. It turns out the princess has taken all the funds from the shops and just wandered off. No idea what's going on. I don't know why I'm talking to this. Oh yeah, I'm talking to this dude because this is actually kind of a small story that happens throughout the game. This dude and his wife. His wife is ill. And you can actually talk to her at certain points of the game, and she mistakes you for her long-lost grandson or some other shit. But I think it's like implied that she has maybe like Alzheimer's or dementia. And by the end of this game, I think she passes, and the husband gives you the Kojiro action figure. Because that is a thing you can do in this game. You can collect action figures from the toy store, and by doing certain things, if you want 100% completion, you gotta collect all of them. But that requires like multiple playthroughs.
does the Kojiro action figure come with rocket punch?
No, it doesn't become a rocket punch. It comes with Falcon Beam.
so it's kind of like collecting gachas in Shenmue or the Link's Awakening remake with its figures from the claw machine.
Well, let me rephrase what I said earlier. It doesn't require multiple playthroughs, but it does require you to play your file for a long time. Because one of the special figures you can get is like the final bosses and all that sort of thing, and you need to be you need to open. Well, if you want to get something like the John and Leno action figure, you have to open up every single treasure chest in the game,
Ooh.
and that includes like the memory boxes. I think that includes the memory boxes. You also need to be at max level, which is level 30. Keep in mind that when you finish the game for the first time, you're likely only at level 12. Yeah. I think there's something for like having a certain number of days completed. It's a very tedious process. I've never done it because it's just not worth it. You know, I got all the action figures. Big whoop.
Okay. So, you just sold the guy the
I gave him the undies and the handkerchief. Yes.
Okay.
Because, well, first off, it's clogging up inventory. I don't want someone's undies in my boxers.
You could have
and-
given them back to the person who belonged, who
No.
owned
No, those are the
them.
bandits. They don't
No,
deserve
they're
underwear.
the bandits, yeah.
Oh, right.
They don't deserve underwear.
Yeah.
You know what? That
All right, you
explains.
thieves.
That explains so much about the Morrowind Overhaul mod.
Wait, okay, hold on. Hold on, you're gonna need to explain that one.
The Morrowind Overhaul mod is like just a graphical overhaul of every aspect of Morrowind. Basically, it makes it look like almost a modern game when it was originally an ugly-ass Xbox game.
Emphasis on ugly.
Yeah. And one of the things it has is an optional, like, partial or complete nudity tick box that you can hit while you're installing all the different things. And it's kind of bizarre when you turn on the nudity, because like when you turn on the nudity, it makes all of the people in the game be nude if they don't have anything equipped, rather than having underwear, which is the default. So whenever you loot like a bandit you killed, you just sort of leave a naked corpse behind, and it's like, okay, that's even more unrealistic. I mean, the people who argue for these nudity mods are like, it's more realistic that way. It's being censored from realism because people are naked under their clothes. But like, you wouldn't loot a bandit and take their underwear.
Yeah, unless that underwear is fucking plated in gold, I'm leaving them on.
Okay, just admit you want to see naked people, alright? Porn is the #1 searched thing on the internet. You can admit you're horny. It's fine.
You're never horny on main, though.
Okay, you don't have to do it on main, but you can just, admit that it happens from time to time.
Yeah, do it in Arkansas.
Alright? Look, nobody's gonna blame you, alright?
Plenty of people are gonna blame you. What are you talking about?
As long as you keep it to yourself, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be the opposite of admitting it?
Okay. Hold on, let me... Okay, hold on, let me rephrase that. Don't come up with stupid-ass excuses, then, is probably a better way to...
Can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Well, in any case, it made Morrowind incredibly strange with that turned on. But the really irritating thing is if you happen to just rush through the installation and then realize afterward that you ticked the wrong box, you have to basically uninstall your game, reinstall it, and then run through the really long installation process for the mod, which is a very strange installation process indeed, because it like hijacks your mouse to do the installation process. I don't know why it has to do that.
That's really weird.
It is a very good mod, though.
So, the princess has done some terrible things. We can't find her, but we just had to take some time to celebrate her right in the gondola. But as soon as we get out of the gondola, the entire village is covered in steam again, because Steamwood is going haywire once again. We gotta do that minigame again. Only it's like a harder version of it. I hate it.
Wonderful.
Just like when they blatantly reuse a minigame that they had earlier in the game. It was like, oh, let's make it a little harder.
Yeah.
Solve my problems again.
I mean, in a very, very technical sense, like technical as in technicality, it's technically good game design to have that kind of challenge escalation, but on the other hand...
And there is, to be fair, there is an in-story reason for it. Because this dude here noticed that the princess was acting screwy, and he locked her inside Steamwood so that she couldn't escape with the town's funds. But she's stuck in there, and she's causing Steamwood to go haywire.
That seems like a very unhealthy decision on her part. It was an accident.
I don't know how the hell she was gonna. I don't know how the hell she was gonna get out, because this dude locked her in there and took the valve off.
Yeah,
and
so if you blow up Steamwood, you blow up too.
Yeah. But that's pretty much the second round of this minigame. Is like, you not only have to do it again, but there's more steam vents blocking your passage, and you have to find the valves for certain doors because they've been taken off of the wall.
Do you have more time to do it?
No, you have the same amount of time to do it.
Oh boy!
But at this point, you have a double jump, so you're expected to do more tricky platforming, to cut corners.
How are you going to do that when you can't get out the front door? Okay.
I overheard everything, you dumb bitch.
What are you talking about? What are you doing here? Hey, I don't remember you.
Okay, so I don't
Oh,
remember you have...
it's okay. I come from a planet far away where we turn into monkeys.
Yeah.
And how long were you disguised as a princess?
Oh no, it's a genome.
You must be one of the stupid thieves who were mumbling about Captain Cola. Stupid thief.
So she just had a tail the entire time and nobody bothered.
Well, she's a mouse girl.
You're correct.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, but
I'm assuming
like,
the tail
was
was
it
100.
sticking out of the model?
No,
the
no,
princess
no.
model?
This is the only time it does that.
Okay. So she forgot to tuck it in then. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I sold your handkerchief at the item shop.
Yeah, it was a handkerchief, right?
Well, at least you left all the money.
What do you mean, whimper? You wish, pal.
She's not there anymore, Musashi. You can stop talking to yourself.
Also, good thing talking is a free action.
Yes, it really is. I like how time just freezes.
From the village shops.
Well, technically speaking, the timer there is an accelerated representation of the amount of time that's passing. So if you're having an actual conversation, it probably would take place over a very short
Well, yeah,
period
because
of time.
the timer
Well,
on the timer on the top right is
It
going
still would have
off the
took
in-game
it still would have
clock.
took down at least a little bit.
Yeah, the timer on the top right is indicative of the in-game clock. That's how fast seconds actually move in the in-game clock.
Yeah, but those seconds are representative of minutes.
Yeah.
No.
No. It's seconds. It's seconds because the 22 is minutes, not hours. No, wait. I see what you mean.
Yeah, because the
Okay,
in-game
okay.
time is
Yeah.
like 24 hours and about half that many minutes.
No. Each day lasts 24 minutes. This world is fucked up.
Each day lasts 24 minutes, but the minutes go by at double speed for some reason.
Yeah, so this is basically you got to get the some of the numbered valves are missing the handle, so you have to find the handle first, put it back on the put it back on the valve itself, and then you're able to like relieve the pressure. But keep in mind that the rules from the first round still apply, so you still have to do them in order. If you do it out of order, the whole thing resets. And because I fell off there, I got disoriented. I did
You
1
got
and
off on
2.
floor 2.
I did 1 and 2. I didn't do 3. I thought I did 3, so now I'm looking for 4, and I'm gonna do
geez.
4, and that's
And
gonna
then screw
reset
up.
everything because I didn't do it in order.
Oops.
You got so flustered you fell off, huh?
Yeah, I got flustered because I fell off.
Yeah.
So
How did-
I thought, luckily, if it resets, you don't have to find the handles again. But you do
something.
have to play every game again. Here's me thinking that I already did 3 when I didn't.
Oops.
And then the whole thing explodes.
Yes, like I mean, it's a good thing that didn't happen, but yes, like, it's definitely more intense. You know, there's in story justification for it, but it's like fuck it.
Musashi,
Yeah,
I
it's pretty-
really wish you wouldn't take the time to jump up and down.
And even then, it's like you have to burn time. No matter how fast you are, you're gonna burn time regardless because the only way you can get up to the other floors is via this elevator, and it runs on its own timer. So if it's not here, you gotta wait for it.
There are probably speedrunners who got this down to a science and never have to wait for it, though.
See, I love the game, but I don't love the game that much to like burn that many hours into this.
Yeah, I feel ya. Now
Maybe
you,
Metroid Fusion.
now that you have the double jump, you don't have to like jump around the steam vents anymore. That must be liberating.
Yes, it is. Although there are some impassable walls of steam that, like that right there, you have to jump around.
Oh,
Like you can't jump over it because your jump is not high enough.
lame.
Yes, it is.
You would be good at Hot Shots Golf.
I I played the first one a lot. I've only gotten maybe one hole in one though.
Well, hole-in-ones are
I mean,
really
it's-
hard to get.
It's just Mario Golf, so.
Like I've gotten plenty of birdies and eagles, but only one hole in one. I love that game though.
I do recommend playing Everybody's Golf on PS4 and stuff.
Was it like a remaster?
It's the next entry in the series. It's called Everybody's Golf in every region but ours. Hot Shots Golf was the American localization.
I don't understand why.
To be fair, Hot Shots Golf sounds better than Everybody's Golf.
Yeah, everybody's golf sounds a little lame.
It sounds cooler, but Everybody's Golf is like more on point to the purpose of the game. So
I guess, but Everybody's Golf sounds boring.
Yeah, I was caught off guard when I learned that everybody's golf and hot shots are actually the same thing.
The reason it's called that is because most golf game simulators are freaking obtuse as hell, and they wanted a more casual version of a golf.
Why
video
did you
game.
go right?
Oh,
He panicked on the jump.
yeah. These older games kind of had like stiffer movement because they were.
Oh, you
built
barely
with-
made the elevator back up.
They were often built.
Also,
with
do
D-pads
not
in
double
mind,
jump
so-
while the elevator is going up.
Oops.
You will clip through it.
Do you actually move faster when you jump, or are you just doing that for fun?
I do it because I, honest to God, feel it's faster. Because Musashi does need to run for a bit before he reaches top speed on the ground. You know you're at top speed on the ground when you see smoke coming out of your feet.
You had to do the whole thing over again.
Yes.
Ugh.
Because he ran out of time for the next valve.
The valve timer ran out, and that resets the entire thing. But again,
Well, if you
you
screw
at the
up
very
one-
least don't have to look for the valve handles again. They're already on the wall, so you just got to do it again.
Well, if you screw up one more time, that's basically the end of the
That's basically it.
trial.
And if you saw earlier, I did nap
Yeah.
in the middle of the game while waiting for the elevator, which does accelerate the time. I did that because I'm a cocky motherfucker, and I'm paying the price.
Well, to be fair, you had to wait for the elevator anyway, so it didn't make any difference, really.
Well, no, because if you're resting, you're
Oh,
accelerating
the
the timer.
timer goes down, but the elevator's
timer,
not moving
yeah,
faster.
but the elevator doesn't move faster. Yeah, which makes
So
no sense.
If you go to
but-
sleep, the elevator actually moves slower.
no, maybe that'd be fucked up.
Well, no. Well, technically, yes, because if time is moving faster, but the elevator relative to us is moving at the
Oh,
same
okay,
rate,
I see what you
that
mean.
means it's going slower just to dick with you. They're like, this asshole's sleeping while this thing's about to explode. Okay, I'll
That
show him.
elevator's an asshole.
All right.
We did it.
Yay.
Let's reuse that victory animation from the first time we did this.
I mean, I suppose, like, conceptually, the Steamwood power plant thing is pretty cool.
I mean, when is steampunk ever lame?
When it's the only thing that my friend in high school wants to talk about for like 2 straight years, then it becomes lame.
Overuse.
You still
makes
love
everything
Codename
lame.
Steam, though.
Well, that's because Codename Steam lets you use the Scarecrow from.
What is
Wizard of
Codename
Oz.
Steam, Ted?
Codename Steam is a strategy game on the Nintendo 3DS created by Intelligent Systems, the makers of Fire Emblem. It is a game set in a steampunk world set after the events of the Civil War, where Abraham Lincoln had actually survived and now has his own elite task force that is used to stop an alien threat that's invading the world.
This sounds like bad fan fiction.
It is bad fan fiction, but it's amazing.
It sounds
Look,
like.
I'm not saying the story's good. It's dumb. It's extremely dumb, and that's part of why it's fun. One of your weapons shoots meat.
Is there a John Wilkes Booth in the game?
There's
Or-
not a John Wilkes
Oh,
Booth.
okay. It's like your shonen rival.
Well, in that version of the universe, he's opened a restaurant. It's called John Wilkes' Booth.
Oh.
We're going to hell.